Yes, everybody, Happy New Year. Welcome back to the Irish Hotspur. We're going to be giving our reactions to the different predictions that have been sent in to us by our fellow Spurs creators. And we're going to be hosting Newcastle. And it's a team that has always given us a good game, or we've given them a very good game. It's been blows dealt back and forth throughout the past few seasons. And hopefully, Spurs can begin 2025 in the right sort of tone, in the right manner. We're still pretty threadbare. I think Spurs fans are probably going into this quite nervous, but we'll see what these people have to say. So please, everybody, subscribe to their channels. Please follow them. They're putting in these predictions and making these videos possible for us. And also hit that like button as well as you're watching. But let's get to Marlon straight away here. Let's see what Marlon from Spurs Kings TV has to say ahead of this Newcastle game here.
Dave, Jack, hope you are well. Happy New Year to all of the Irish Hotspur viewers and everyone that ends up viewing this video. So that's my prediction for Newcastle. We're at home, not confident. They haven't conceded a goal, but they've got defensive issues. Their midfield is phenomenal. Well, not phenomenal, but as in they're a beast of a midfield. When you think of Tonali, Joe Linton, and Bruno Guimaraes. And against ours, it's going to be really, really interesting because we've got no Bentancur now, and we like to leave gaps in that midfield. We're not really doing well going forward either. I know we scored 2 against Wolves, but it just seemed to be lacklustre. Look, we've had a week now to prepare for this game. It's going to be really, really interesting. So that's why I'm going for Tottenham 1, Newcastle 1. I'm going to go for a draw. We're at home, and that's the only thing I've got saving us, but we'll see. But come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Thank you for all the predictions that you sent in to us, Marlon. And for, like I said, making these videos possible for us. A 1-1 prediction to start things off, Dave. I will say, I'm happy with that. Marlon maybe starting to try to play the board a bit differently here. He's trying to climb up that table. He's gone for a draw.
Yeah, well, first of all, Happy New Year to everybody out there. Hopefully it's a better year for Tottenham Hotspur than what last year was. And hopefully we can get it off to a good start this year with a result against Newcastle. But to add more misery to Marlon's stats, Tottenham haven't won any of their last 5 home Premier League games. So, we're incurring a mini crisis at home. Hopefully we can get over the line. But I do agree with Marlon. I think it does come down to that midfield selection, Jack. You look at Newcastle's midfield of Tonali, Guimaraes, Joelinton, it's robust, it's combative, but also they know how to play and move that ball. So, I think the midfield selection by Ange Postecoglou is absolutely crucial. I don't think you can go with James Maddison, unfortunately. So I think you might have to sit a third game on the bench. Wouldn't be any harm. You might want to go to the darts again.
You want to save his energy for that sort of thing. But please, everybody, do subscribe over to Marlon from Spurs Kings TV. Great guy, great channel. But let's move on to now Harry Scarf, who sent in his prediction nice and early. So I thought we reward Harry by pushing him up in the queue here in 2025. Big up to this guy, Scarfy Spurs talk.
What is happening, people? Harry Scarf here from Scarfy Spurs. Big up, Dave and Jack. Thank you for this opportunity, and also Happy New Year to you both and anyone listening. So this weekend's game, Newcastle. I think we go into it with not a lot of expectation. I say it every time, but our injuries are clear to see. You can try and avoid them or try and not use them as an excuse. I think that's, if you can do that, great. But in our situation, it's the reason why we're not getting results. It's as simple as that. So many players out. I don't know what the back line's going to look like against Newcastle. Obviously, we've got a January edition that we agreed in advance that I reckon will be on the bench in the South Korean in Yang. So that will be interesting. Hopefully a bit more depth on the bench. I don't think that he will start or anything, which is nice potentially to have that option. This game's going to be hard. Newcastle, very good defensively, causing so many problems going forward. Isak on fire at the moment, Gordon too, Murphy, the list goes on. So it could be really tough. The only saving grace is that Fabian Schär is suspended for this game. How will they cope defensively without him? Score prediction, I do think Newcastle will edge it. I'm going to go with 3-1 Newcastle, but I think got fully fit team they have. We haven't, so no surprise with the prediction, but hopefully I'm wrong.
Pick up to Harry Scarf, but a 3-1 loss. It's not the worst Newcastle loss when you think about it, but that definitely would be hard to take. Dave, he's right, though. I mean, Isak, a guy that's on fire. I know you like him a lot. They have some good players up front, just a solid outfit, this Newcastle side, and they are not experiencing the injuries that they did last season. In fact, we're kind of having a bit of a Newcastle season this season with so many injuries right now and barely being able to know what sort of squad we can field.
It's because they have no Europe, Jack. That's why they're able to, look a lot fresher this year than what they were last year. And last year they couldn't build their squad out properly for Europe, which they ended up suffering. I think we're going through the exact same to a degree this year, like you alluded to. But look, it's going to be tough. Isak loves the game against Tottenham. Even when we've got Van de Ven and Romero, he absolutely runs them ragged. So I'm fearful of him up against Dragusin and Archie Gray. Compile that with Destiny Udogie now no longer fit and able to play either. So you're missing 4 of your original 5 starting back line. There was a stat put out on Twitter, how crucial our starting back line is compared to how many losses we incur without it. So it's going to be a difficult evening, Jack. But look, can't keep using that as an excuse. At some point, you got to find a way.
Well, I mean, this would be a huge, huge win. Or if even getting a draw, I think still would be impressive. But at this stage, got to find a way, I guess, to pick up wins somehow, some way. It's just the sad reality, despite how difficult it might be. But we'll see what other predictions we have in store for us. Thank you to Harry Scarf, and thank you for sending in nice and early as well, my friend, making our life a whole lot easier on us. And big up to Kate as well, who answered the call today for me and sending in that prediction. Appreciate you, Kate, from The Perfect Match.
Good afternoon, Dave, Jack, and all the viewers of the Irish Hotspur. It's Kate here from The Perfect Match. First of all, I want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Hope 2025 brings you love, laughter, happiness, joy, and good health.
Wins.
And hopefully some Tottenham wins. But that is why I'm here doing a score prediction for Tottenham versus Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle are absolutely flying at the minute. If they beat us on Saturday morning, that's 6-6 in all competitions, 6 wins in 6. Tottenham, on the other hand, up and down on the Tower Bridge. I think this is a really tough game. I'm actually going to predict Tottenham 2, Newcastle 3. I just think that they're flying high. We're still with a lot of players out, and I just, like I say, on my last prediction, I hate predicting Spurs to ever lose, but I've just not got a lot of confidence in them at the minute and a bit of PTSD. But I hope I'm wrong, as always. I hope I'm proven wrong and Spurs win. But I'm going for a 3-2 Newcastle victory. But as always, guys, come on, you Spurs.
Sounds like an exciting game, despite it being a loss. But 3-2. Dave, I mean, it is hard, I think, for Spurs fans to, even if they're behind Ange, even if they're behind the players and everything, when loss after loss after loss and just drop point after drop point, you do go into each game, maybe even a happy clapper like me, you go into it just slightly less, maybe, optimistic or whatever word you want to use, going into each game. And she's predicting a loss here. Great minds think alike, Dave. She wants wins for 2025, just like yourself.
Yeah, no, it would be nice to start off the new year with a bang, Jack. But look, realistically, in hindsight, in previous years, a point against Newcastle wouldn't be the end of the world. But with the run that we're on, we really need the 3 points on the board. You've got to try and make your home games count, especially since you're at home. So let's see if we can do that. Jim must have gone shops because usually we'd hear him in the background correcting that score prediction. So he must have went shopping, getting out of Kate's hair. She must have sent him just to do this prediction. But look, the reality is, Jack, none of us know where the next one is going to come from. We can sit here and say, get behind your team, get behind the lads. But the reality is, Spurs fans have done that. We're drained. It's up to them to get us back behind them. Let's see if they can answer the call.
Jim is probably always bothering her, asking her when she's going to do the prediction. And she's just trying to get away from him, for 2 minutes to be able to.
She's probably sent me down for milk or something, even though it's chocolate milk.
She even probably sent him on a shop. Maybe she didn't even need anything. She just to get the prediction in. Big up to The Perfect Match. Please, everybody, support Kate and Jimbo. Really great people over there. And now we'll go on to Sonny Snelling from Sonny Talk Spurs. Thanks for sending this one in, Sonny. Thanks for making this possible today. We'll see what he has to say for 2025.
What's up, Dave and Jack? It's Sonny from Sonny Talk Spurs, along with Duffman again, to give you a prediction ahead of Tottenham versus Newcastle. I think we're going to get battered, aren't we? Surely? I mean, Alexander Isak against us. I mean, weirdly, we have a bad record up there, but better record down at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against them. Obviously, we had the Joe Linton goal a few years ago under Steve Bruce, but apart from that, it's been all right. But with our back line and goalkeeper, I mean, I think they're only missing Fabian Schär. I don't see it ending really, in a positive result for Spurs. I take a draw now, pretty much, but I would say I think we'll lose 2-1. Just because I don't think we've got enough firepower. I think we could get a goal against their back line, but I don't think this will see the sacking of Ange either. I still back him all the way. But yeah, let's see what we can do. And I'm going to the Liverpool game, so I'm dreading that as well.
Pick up, Sonny. Got to muster some courage for that one, man. We're going to need you in full voice for it. He's gone for a 2-1 loss. He actually put it down to not as much maybe the defense, letting us down. We've gotten some big score lines from other people, Dave. That sounds like a more reasonable score line, only a 2-1 loss. But he seems to think we'll probably be let down by the forwards once again, which maybe we don't always hear in the predictions, right? The forwards, I think, have been the theme of the season of struggles for Spurs.
No, 100%, Jack. Look, the obvious, right? When you're losing games of football and you're conceding goals, the obvious go-to is that back line. But when you actually look at it, we're missing 4 of our 5 regular starters across that back line. That's why we're conceding the goals we do. But the reality is, going forward, we've had great spells in games, in crucial moments in games, to be able to go and kill off that team, put goals, give yourself a nice little buffer, a nice little cushion heading into the dying minutes of games, and we haven't done that. And repeatedly this season, we've been bit on the ass for it. I can point back to Solanke against Leicester, Solanke and Son against Wolves there the other day with the chances missed, Son against Fulham, Son against Chelsea, Kulusevski against Bournemouth going forward, absolutely atrocious, lost the ball every single time. Johnson doesn't provide enough despite him being our club's top scorer. Going forward is the real weak point. And when you're missing 4 of your 5 players, unfortunately, I don't care whether people like it or not, you're always going to have to rely on outscoring the opposition, and we don't do enough. We're nowhere near good enough going forward. He also mentions about Postecoglou, does it put him under more pressure? Look,
he doesn't seem to think so.
I don't think it really changes fans' opinions. I think right now you've got fans, they're entrenched in their side. I don't think much is going to sway it. I think the only real decider that's going to sway people either side will be that Liverpool game. But I think it's crucial that he picks up points here and in the North London Derby heading into that Liverpool game, or we don't have a fucking hell in hope.
We wish you a wonderful 2025, Sonny. Thanks for making this possible, man. Also, you got some great discussion out of that prediction as well. So well done too, sir. And best of luck to yourself at the Liverpool game. We're going to need you as a good luck charm. But please, everybody, subscribe to his channel, Sonny Talks Spurs. And now we're going over to the Dermatron. Last and certainly not least, big up to the Dermo. Still rocking strong in 2025.
Hi guys, this is Dermot, aka Dermatron from THFC Till I Die Home, Tottenham past, present and exciting future under Ange Postecoglou, and this is my match day prediction for Tottenham versus Newcastle Saturday at the greatest stadium of them all, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It should be still called White Hart Lane, and it is White Hart Lane to me, and nothing else will do. And this is my prediction. Now look, I know some of the other prediction people, channel hosts on here, are going to back Tottenham to draw. I know 1 or 2 of them will back Tottenham to lose. I can't do that. I'm backing Tottenham to win. I'm sorry. My head says a draw would do, but my heart always leaves with my heart when it comes to Tottenham. I'm going for a 2-1 win. And I know we're up against it. We're a bit like Rocky, in that film Rocky Balboa. He's against it. His eyes are bleeding. His eyes are closed. But he always ends up coming out and winning. And we're a bit like that at the moment. We're battered and bruised, but we're going to win. Angie's going to win a trophy. Angie's going to show them all who's boss, and everyone's going to come back and apologise at the end of the season, and we all will win. I'm going for a 2-1 win because we're the greatest team in the world. Come on, you Spurs, and big Andrew trust.
I thought we were going to get a 4-0 there at the end there. Come on, Dervo. He's gone for a 2-1 to begin it off in 2025, Dave. He's actually, gone with his heart, but maybe he's not going full heart here, because if it was full heart, Dermo, no matter who the opposition could be, it could be prime Real Madrid, it could be prime Barcelona, and he would still say 4-0, but he's gone for a reasonable 2-1 win.
Well, I was going to say, Jack, it's bad when Tottenham have knocked the stuffing out of Dermo. He's no longer delusional, but he's the only one to predict the win today. So, I'm not sure we could say that. But look, I do like the idea that Dermot's gone F 2024, and the first thing I'm doing is watching Rocky, and getting inspiration and sort of good start to 2025. Look, Jack, David against Goliath. Sometimes David does win. So hopefully, we can rock up here and take 3 points where nobody's expecting us. Look, we're half 12 kickoff. Everyone's expecting us to be the Amos Bush, towards the starter of the 5-course meal, Jack. That's on offer on Saturday. It's football all day long. Well, look, Jack, hopefully we give them end off with a sour taste in their mouth, Jack, that they don't want any more for the weekend. If we win, we spoil everyone's New Year. So hopefully we can rock up and do it.
Yeah, absolutely love that. Maybe we'll be able to send Newcastle back on that long train ride, with
Back
many
up north.
tears and many regrets, to head into 2025 with. But everybody, please smash the like button and also as well subscribe to these people's channels. They make these videos possible for us, and we'll see you next time. Come on, you
Happy New Year.
Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Happy New Year. And the big hands we still trust.